we are recording. I think we've got a pretty good start to the year. Now, today, tomorrow, we're actually going to do a construction paper with paper, glue, scissors, and all thing. I want to help wake up the spatial side of your brain, and so found this to be a really good project at the beginning of the year. Okay. Now, I know there are probably a few guys out there who are really hungry to get their hands on something more tangible that we're going to be doing later into the year. So this next week, I really want to focus on a bunch of interesting stuff, including trigonometry and vectors. So if you wanted a head start, I've gone ahead and flip this to the front of your desk. This is next week's stuff. I'm really giving it to you prematurely, but if you really want to get your hands on it, then you can. So you guys see that paper flipped on the front of your desk? Go ahead and grab one of those. It's really next week's stuff. If you want to put it in your folder or something like that, but one head start, and here you go. Right. And one of the reasons also that I'm giving this to you a little bit early is because I think this topic's only going to take a few days to maybe a week. Most of the topics that we cover are going to take at least a couple of weeks. Right? So this one's going to go a little bit faster. Right? And keep in mind too that you guys remember on the very first day of school, I told you I wanted to try something a little bit different with the homework. Right? So I took one of the slides from that PowerPoint and put it right here. Right? You guys this. Right now, just to remind you guys the rhythm of this class, and you'll see when we get into this how it goes. About later in a couple of weeks, we'll cover a topic. There's usually one or two labs per topic. I end it with a quiz that you have something to study for and make sure you can do stuff. And there's always some kind of homework assignment at the beginning, guys, too. Now, you guys are going to have AP classroom in addition to this, but don't worry about that yet. We'll get to that. I tend to cite multiple choice and keep the FRQs in class. If you're wondering about that. But I'm going to try something different with the homework, so back to the, I usually assign a handful of problems. That's probably like the minimum that you need to make sure that you can master the content. So if you do those, check, get the points for that. But there are probably somebody out there, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 of you that are looking at some of these other options thinking, maybe I really want to start to get into the rhythm of doing some of those things. Like maybe some of you guys out there are thinking, would actually be kind of cool to like build a YouTube channel and maybe like pick up those skills, those presentation editing and whatnot skills, and have my channel at the end. And besides that, if you do something like that, that's a more active way to present the information, which helps you like really run the material. This is experimental. I've never done this before. Now this would be as an option, like in place of like some of these other things, or maybe you want to do one of these other things, like create a 2-page summary or a poster. I've got an example poster up here. You guys see this trig poster right here? That's pretty much the trigonometry that you need like, for this class, like if you know the stuff by heart. I mean, I want to give you guys at least a model example of like something that would be like really good. Okay. Now, again, this is all next week's stuff. On the other side of this page are like 5 triangles. Again, this is next week's stuff. Next week, I'll throw some protractors. I actually got some protractors on my desk. Come think about it. And I'm going to make this the science half of the component to the math. So the math is, of course, you got a calculator, sine, cosine, tangent, and you pop in some numbers, and it gives you magic numbers. And like, okay, I guess that's true. The science half has to do with actual observation and measurement. Okay, so just a sneak peek ahead, and if you wanted to get your hands on that, then yeah, now you did. Okay, so okay. But really, today's focus is I want to up the spatial part of your mind, and we're going to put a project together. Ooh, have a chance real fast, make sure. Here. All right, so I think we are good on that front. Okay, okay so I want to give you guys some options of things that we can put together. Okay, so you guys have your phones out? I'm about to do a straw poll with you guys. Okay, you guys have your phones on, connected to the Wi-Fi, all that. Okay, so we're going to do a straw poll. We're going to have you guys vote on one of these. Okay, so option 1 is Geneva Drive. Okay, so if you want to put this together, just paper and glue, that's all this is. Then have you guys build something like this. Now you guys see I'm hand powering one side. This gear might be connected directly to a motor or something like that, just going around, like a ceiling fan. Just like, okay. Notice what it's causing this gear on the other side to do, on the left side. So it's moving incrementally, like click, click, click. Okay. Now, what could this possibly be useful for? Like what kind of machinery? Can you guys make a guess where this might be useful for? Probably a few things, but I do know at least one place this is used, and that's in those old-time movie reels, like movie projection. Probably even VHS tapes too. Let's say you go into like an old cinema way back in the day, and you see that machine running with a reel. It sounds like click, 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 click. That's one of these clicking in there. Because what it'll do is it'll take like a whole roll of film, and it'll turn it into maybe like 30 frames per second, right? Like frame, 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 frame. That's how you get like a continuous movie projection. So that's that piece if you want to build that. Option two, guys like, and it's going to take today and tomorrow. It's a couple days. That's exactly according to plan. We're exactly on schedule and everything's all good. We can build this 10th gritty table. So we can build a table, throw some stuff on it, act like a table. It's all good, right? If you pay real close attention, these columns that are holding it up actually each don't touch both of the planes. They only are attached to one of the planes, and it's actually string that's holding this whole thing up. It's actually being held up by tension. It's a really weird concept, but yeah, we could build that if you want to. If you guys want to do that one, then we'll have to throw some string too, but you could do that. And option three, I really gotta flip my screen here. We could go off the beaten path, and like I know those two are like really good in terms of the time frames of today and tomorrow. Okay. We could go off the beaten path and pick one of these other ones, like I don't know, what's this guy here? We're about to find out. Hey, we could build something like that. Pick another one. We could, what's this guy? Ooh, have like a whole gear ratio going on. Okay, something like that. Okay. Okay. So, you guys have your phones up? Okay. Okay. Here's the straw pull. Here's your options. You got your new drive, conspiracy table, and if you look at one of those other ones that we just did, you're like, ooh, that looks really cool. Then take other, and then we'll figure out from there. Okay. But probably need a bigger link. So here's your guys' link right there. Recording. And then see for the video, show the screen too. Again, is what we're looking at. Who needs more time? Who needs more time on that? Okay, so go fast. You're writing some things here. All right, so we gotta grab the results and let's see how this panned out. See what we're gonna do today and tomorrow. Moment of truth. Wait, what? Oh, whoops. Thank you. Oh, okay. Looks like we're gonna be making a conspiracy table. All right, let's do it. All right, now, since you guys opted for that one, you have to get guys some string. So get that real fast. Pass some of those back. We may not even get to the street part until tomorrow, but get out and out with the movie. If you guys really want another color, then let's leave that right there. All right, so let's get going on building this 10th grade table. Sharing, back to here. Okay, we're good there. All right, so let's get a good look at this thing. All right, so from the top, it's about like that. All right, it's a little wobbly, huh? Probably not the most stable table, but that round is not the most stable table. Prop it up, get it to work. Okay. Change. All right. Let me find that seat for you. Okay, well, oh, I think I have got two, so let me make sure and check my. I do have these two desks open over here. If you want one of those, right here. You put in your house? I haven't seen it before, have I? Oh, okay. Yeah, didn't think so. Let me get you a paper for fast. So these are some of the things I passed out so far. I can grab on these. And one thing you'll find is I'm posting all the videos on Google Classroom. Got links and also time for each classroom. All right. Bring it back to here. Oh, I'm trying to show you guys you could prop something up here. Probably need something that's not super rolly. Okay, something like that. Okay, so table functions as a table. Okay, if you look at it from the side, it's really looks something like this. Okay. Now, there's different versions you make. This is actually a pretty straightforward version. I think that'll work with this paper glue and string that we got in this class. That's pretty good. Right. So let's think about the component parts, right? That's one thing you want to get out of this class to see some kind of complex. This is like, hold on a minute, this is just made out of more basic component parts. Well, I see a top plane and a bottom plane that are just like pieces of paper. Well, actually, I did reinforce this one. It's got some corrugation on it, right? But make it a little bit stronger. Right? I see some columns that, again, they only go about part way. They don't actually go all the way to the other plane. Okay. It looks like I got 3 on each plane down, like 3 and 3 for the columns, and I tie them together like a pyramid looking shape. And then the string. Now, I wonder what the string could be useful for, because different strings in different places have different functions, right? Like which string or strings do you think are actually providing most of the support tension that's actually going to hold us up? Yeah, what do you say? The middle one. Yeah. So balancing the middle string. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this one right in here. That's actually providing most of the support tension. Okay. Well, if that's true, then what about these 4 on the outside? What are those mostly doing? Yeah. Yeah, Shane's saying stability, which is exactly true, right? Because if you have like if it's off a little bit, then they'll provide a little bit of stability and hold it back in place. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Right? How can we make that? What I'm thinking is, let's take this paper. You guys got the card on your, yes, the little thick paper. Okay. Let's start by splitting this into quarters. Okay. Normally, I like to let you guys do this on your own, but figure it out. But help you guys out a bit here. Okay. So I'm gonna make a hot dog fold, go back, make a hamburger fold, and get this into quarters. I like the fold the tear method because this card tears really nice want to use the scissors, then you got some scissors too, though. Okay, now two of these goodies for, well, one will be the base and one will be the top, like the two planes. Okay, so these are gonna be the two planes. Okay. Now I had to reinforce one of those, so that could be an option. I don't think it's super necessary though, so we'll think about that though. You guys see this like a corrugation here? See, if you pull the paper back and forth, you guys have all seen like the side of cardboard, right? Where it's like pulled back and forth, back and forth. Okay. That's what I did right here. That'll give it a good amount of strength. See, like this one, kind of floppy, it's easier to bend, right? Okay, so like bend along this axis, something like that. Okay. But this, like really strong, really hard to bend this one. Okay, this is pretty solid plane right here. Okay. So that's an idea. Maybe I'll hold off on that. Let's definitely go make these columns. So see, I have like 3 and 3, so 6 altogether. Okay. Maybe we will want like 6 equal size columns, like 6 equal size, and then we'll figure out how to glue them together after that. Okay. Okay, so 6 equal columns. And I think what I did was, yeah, just use one of these. So see how that's the same length as that, pretty much. Same length. Okay. So put that table to the side. All right. All right, so what we could do is, like put 2 of these aside for the top and bottom, take another 2, and somehow I gotta get, see, 3 columns out of this one and 3 columns out of this one. I think we could do that. Okay. Okay, so maybe if I split this into thirds, like do like strip, 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 and then I take those rectangle strips and like wind them around a cylinder, like a pencil. Okay, that would probably work, right? So let's try that. Gonna fold this into thirds, like long way, like a triple hot dog fold. Okay, so I'm going to turn each of these 6 strips into a column. At this point, I want to take a pencil, or I don't have a pencil, but I have a pen cartridge, right? G-set, or just some kind of small cylinder. See if I wind this around that, I can create the shape I want. Boom, column, right there. Right? That's all you gotta do. Okay. That's where you take some glue, throw a dab of glue on this. You don't need a whole lot of glue. Like there's an optimal amount of glue, right? If you don't have enough, then that's not good. But if you have too much, it's probably gonna take a long time to dry too. Okay. You really don't need a whole lot though. Like this. Okay. And then if you do apply that optimal amount, glue is really strong. It's definitely gonna hold it. But hold it there for about 10, 20 seconds. Just press it down. There you go. Yeah, so 1 down, 5 to go. I think I forgot to mention to you guys too is if you want to go off the beaten path and do things a little bit differently than I do, then actually that's a great thing to do. I normally do this project a little different where I just throw you guys a bunch of materials and say figure it out. But yeah, this last year I've been doing everything a little bit different, so it's all right.
I can't use this anymore.
No, it doesn't help. It's not one. Same. Or just rip it up. It looks like. I do.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's so bad? No. I'm gonna tell him this. Look at this one. This is horrendous. Look, it's like this. It's enough. I don't think it's enough. I don't think this is gonna rush over. I'm so busy. This one, I can't use it.
Man, probably done 40%.
Guys, are doing pretty good so far.
Not good.
Got one. No.
Nice.
I have it all over my head.
Yeah, make this project.
John Tate, Staples, called Modern Technology. Yeah. State plan.
Would be good.
We do the hard way.
But now we move this speed, like, kind of give us a laugh. You could always do it, guys. I just want to like have tape, just for this one piece, it would be wonderful. Can I have a piece of paper?
And then slowly open it up.
And I'm not using paper rules. Thank you. I just want to put these pieces together and then, use glue. Correct.
There you go.
You're really struggling. What?
There's water. Yeah, those, I have finished too.
Oh.
And they're not even. Oh, no.
I got two bills.
Yeah.
Me too, I think total. My fingers are. I can't open it. This is bogus. Oh my God. Oh,
I'm sure the string is gonna get torn.
thank you.
Yeah, 17 minutes left before we get to that.
Nope. not yours. I know everything. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so go to Avery, so you go to the new place? I've seen everything. Wait, did you go with him, like?
It has a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I've seen all the different things in this. It looks way nicer too. Like, where, one of the places, like, yeah, Harvard's a lot in.
And so I know everybody's at a little bit different part right now, but go back to the final product here, trying to figure out how this is all going to go together. We do have the component parts, or once you finish rolling your 6 columns, then you're going to have all the component parts, just a matter of putting it together. Okay. So to make it look exactly like the model, then it's got like 3 and 3. They're put together kind of like a pyramid shape, which is like a really strong shape, right? Maybe that's what I want to do next. And notice they're interlinked, but I'll keep that in mind as I'm trying to glue together. But look at look at this, how this column is attached to this board. Okay, you guys see that? Okay. So when you guys are gluing paper together, well, got a little bit of gluing practice just today. Tell me, what's going to glue better? If I have a surface-to-surface connection, or if I have like an edge-to-surface connection, what's going to glue easier? Surface to surface. Like this will glue in like 10 or 20 seconds, right? This will take what, like half an hour, right? So if you're trying to, here's what I'm trying to get at. If you're trying to take one of these columns and say glue it to this baseboard, if I just glue it like that, isn't that kind of like an edge to surface connection? Isn't it take like forever to dry? Oh boy. So how could we get around that? Do what? Oh, yeah, that'd be one way, right? You could totally bend this, like put a crease here and bend it. Okay. Yeah, that's totally one way to do it. Now I'm going to do a different technique. I'm going to cut some, just like this, go cut, just make 4 cuts around, okay, to get some feet on this thing and spread them out. Now, if you like my method, you can do my method. If you like a different method, you could do something else. You could, like I said, make a bend crease and cut it out. Last class, they came up with another option too, which is that you could cut a separate strip of paper and just like a separate small rectangle and just glue that like that. So there's a few different ways to do it. Ooh, got to put a little more glue on this one. Just glue.
It's going really nice. The first one and this one is really
Forgot to glue some of these. Oops.
This was nice, right? This one's nice tight. Oh, no, that's not good.
Somehow it works.
Can you put your example under the
Oh.
really quickly?
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just accept you bring everyone.
There we go. That one's Chris. Okay. How do you Now, some artists would, but it's just okay.
I'm not touching. When this is over, throw those things and walk through.
Yeah.
There's no way I can get downstairs out of the classroom to the hallway and show the
Yeah, if you guys do need to, rinse glue off your fingers and got things, soap back there. For me though, just dry as you just rub it off.
I think they go 4 minutes just out.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Whatever you have, we'll tell you. Oh, like, Carol's gonna be at the thing.
Again, everybody's working at a little bit different pace. You guys doing awesome so far. We can go ahead and prompt the next step in case you're up to where I am, which is I've got my 6 columns. Now, I personally cut feet on them. If you like that method, go with it. If you got a different method, that's fine. But what I'm going to do next is glue these down on the surface like in a triangle type shape. Okay. Now, later on, I'll connect these together, but that's only after I can interlock them and start bringing them in the stream. Okay. Okay. And notice I got a nice surface-to-surface connection. So whatever method you use to do that, the surface-to-surface connection with the glue and the paper.
So we're gonna put stuff on it, so it's like, yeah. So, oh. You wish you had these, if my girl makes. When I was little. It's not for love.
If you're in the eyebrows, they're gonna snap one stretch.
Oh, no, I don't think that's, I think it's very hot.
Yeah.
Whatever hot color you have.
There's 3 of them, and they just like, couldn't do one year, so.
I haven't seen any yet.
Cheerleaders, thing, one on the color guard, football players. Yeah, but it's like, the whole point is that the whole school is there. It's gonna be like a third of the school at every point in time. No, I don't know why we're doing it, no one wants to do it. None of the coaches want to do it, that's the point. Kind of happens.
So well. I know my last one did.
This is rubber band, this is right.
Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh.
I think so.
Right, yeah, because you've got 3 and 3. Yeah, put them in a triangle shape. Probably in real strong shape too.
Look at this, I'm so good, I'm almost done, remember which ones are when?
Okay, well, you guys, yes. For us, it's kind of.
Mine's like over 100 every time. Exactly.
Well, you guys.
No, I don't know.
I'm not sitting there with my dude. Well, let's be fair. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, why would I do that?
Wait, hold on, no, that's not gonna work, because then you'll never be able to implement them, you have to like. Set them up right there, but it's not gonna work. Together yet? Oh, yeah, yeah.
I know we have about 5 minutes left, so tell you what, this is gonna be my own pause point today. If we can get to that point, then awesome. Try to get as